y'all, welcome back. I just wanted to thank you guys for watching my last video and for taking the time out. I appreciate it. I know it was a little bit lengthy, but hey, first time for everything. This video that I'm doing today is inspired by fall. I wanted to focus more on the lips this time, so I have a bright lip, and then I have a little bit of a smoky eye going, but nothing too harsh. Yeah, I hope you like it, and if you do, subscribe. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so as you can tell, I already applied my foundation, did my eyebrows, and primed my eyelids. So what I'm going to do is grab a fluffy blending brush from e.l.f. and go into the color Bliss from my Stila palette. And I'm going to apply this to the crease of my eye. What this shadow is going to do is work as the transition shadow for the dark colors that I'm going to be applying. So again, I'm just working that into the crease, making sure that I blend it out really nicely, just so I can have a nice base for my dark colors. Then after this, what I'm going to do is grab a clean fluffy brush and clean out any fallout or any hard edges that I have going up towards my brow bone. Now what I'm going to do is grab another fluffy blending brush and go into the color Gilded Gold. This is from the In the Light Stila palette. And what I'm going to do here is focus this product on my crease and my outer corner. Again, I'm going to focus most of the product on my outer corner and then just work it in towards the middle of my eye. I want to make sure that I blend it really well into that base color that I just applied so that there's no harsh lines and it just makes it like a really nice transition. Again, I'm going to grab that Gilded Gold color and just focus it on my outer corner and work it towards the middle of my eye. Just like that. Make sure I blend, and make it look even with the other eye, right? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go back to that clean blending brush and just clean up any fallout or any hard edges that I have left over. Now, going in with a flat brush from e.l.f., I'm going to go into the color Sunset. This is like a coppery, shiny color, and I'm going to apply this all on my lid. I really want to pack it on my lid and then blend it out to those dark colors. As you can see, I'm really patting it and making sure that I blend it because I really don't want a cut crease effect. I want it to just be a nice transition. So I really want to pack it tight and then blend. Like so. Ah, this color is so pretty. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is grab that fluffy blending brush that I used to apply Gilded Gold and just make sure that I blend all the hard edges that I have left. Again, clean fluffy brush, clean up any fallout that I have. Now I'm going to go in to the color Bliss with that fluffy blending brush and just make sure that I don't have any hard edges or any fallout or any random, what would you call it? Not skid marks, but sometimes my eyeshadow acts weird and it just leaves like a weird pattern. So this is going to make sure that I blend everything out. Now, clean fluffy brush, clean up that brow bone so we can have it nice for our highlight. Now what I'm going to do is grab a small flat brush and go into my highlight color from that brow palette and just highlight my brow bone a little bit. Since this is a nighttime look, I want to make sure that I highlight all the high points on my face so that the light hits them just right. Exactly what I'm doing here, just going under my eyebrow, kind of carving it out, and then adding a little shimmer. Yeah. Now what I'm doing is grabbing that clean fluffy brush and just making sure that it's all blended in nice. Again, go back to that fluffy brush that had Bliss on it and just make sure that everything's even and everything's blended out. Now I'm going to grab that small flat brush in the highlighting color from my brow palette and go into my inner corner. As you saw earlier, I didn't drag all that product all the way to my inner corner because I was leaving room for this, for the small little highlight in the inner corner. Just like that. Now I'm going to use that clean fluffy brush and just make sure that everything is smooth. Now I'm going to use a small angle brush in the color Ebony, which is the black color. And what I'm going to do here very carefully is just tightline my top lash line. I just lost my thread of thought. I was going to call it lashes. I'm not really doing like an eyeliner. I'm just tightlining in between my eyelashes so that it just defines them. And adds like a little more definition to my lash line. Just like that. You want to do quick and short strokes and just build that product. You don't want to start with too much because then if you mess it up, ouch. Now I'm going to go with the clean side of that brush and just make sure I smudge it out. Then after this, I'm going to grab that flat brush that I used to apply Sunset and just make sure that it's all blended in nice. The key to smoky eye is just blending. Blend, 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 blend. Now what I'm going to do is apply mascara. I'm not going to lie to you, I spent like 5 minutes on each eye, but I wasn't going to bore you to death, so it's just like 30 seconds of it. What you want to do though is just coat those lashes. Since I don't wear fake lashes, I really like to coat them at night. So I'll spend some nice quality time with my mascara when I do this. Make sure that they're all perky and nice. Next, what I'm going to do is grab that flat brush that I had, or that little angle brush that I had, go into the color Bliss, and put that as my base on my lower lash line. Since I'm smoking it out, I'm dragging it a little bit lower than I would on a day look, and I'm connecting it to that smoke at the top. Then I'm grabbing the fluffy side of that brush and going into the color Sunset and just smudging it in there so it can look very smoky and very pretty. Ugh, that sunset color is the best. Now I'm going to go with the small angle side, go into the ebony color, and again tightline my lower lash line this time. Just to define those lashes a little bit. As you can see, it's not too much product, but it's just enough. Now I'm going to smudge it out with the other side so everything's even. And now mascara. Again, I spent a nice amount of time on this, but like I said before, I'm not going to bore you with it, so just know that it was at least 5 minutes on each eye. Now to contour. I'm going to use the contour palette from e.l.f. and just make sure I carve out my cheekbones. Again, the key to this is blending, making sure that you blend up to your hairline so you don't see where the contour starts and stops. Just carve out them cheekbones. At nighttime, I contour a little bit more than I would during the day because it's night, so it's going to work better. Now I'm going to my hairline, and now to my jawline, and finally to my nose. I only do this nose thing during the day because I just feel like it, but at night it really helps define your angles, like the angles to your face, and make you look real cute. And now I'm going to go in with blush. Again, this is Madly from NARS, not Mars. Best blush in the world. I'm going to blend this into my contour, smiling real big and pretty. Oh yeah. Now what I'm going to do is use a clean powder brush and just make sure that everything is blended. I have a thing for blending. I hate harsh lines, so you'll see me doing that a lot. Now onto the lips. I'm going to go in with this crayon red color. This lip crayon is from Nika K. And I could describe the texture as a little bit thick, but that's perfect because I'm going to use this as a base for my creamy lipstick. So what I do here is just kind of carve out the shape that I want. I'm not going to lie to you, when I do red, I usually do overline my lips just because it's red, so might as well, right? So what you see me doing here is just filling them out, making sure I like the shape that I'm putting down. Oh yeah, kiss them. Now I'm going to go over top with this creamy lipstick from Nika K as well, in the shade red. And the texture of this is very creamy, very smooth. So the base that I added is really going to help it stay and not smear everywhere. Just like that. Don't ask me why, but I decided to put on lipstick before I did my highlight, so I'm going to have an issue. So what I do here is grab my Girl Meets Pearl highlight from Benefit and tap it onto the top of my cheekbones. just to make sure that the light catches it really nice. Then I'm going to go to my Cupid's bow and mess up and freak out just a little bit. But then figure it out. Small flat brush. Problem solved. Perfect. Now I'm going to go to my chin, to the bridge of my nose, and then to my forehead, just a little bit. Cool. Now I'm going to fix my hair, and I'm done. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
She would kill to ride with. She a ride and die too. I'm schooling these that way hate to deride you. We should probably head to Egypt with a heater fry you. Poetry is so rap. Maya Angelou, you're my angel, you.